Hello students, in today's session I'll explain the next disease which is really taking revenge on the entire human population, and it is a viral infection which is transmitted by different ways. The funny thing about this virus, it remains inactive if there is no body fluid. Once it comes in contact with the body fluids like mucus or blood or lymph, it gets activated and it tries to penetrate its genetic material RNA into the host cell. Name of the disease is AIDS. It is acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. You already heard about acquired immunity in previous few sessions. It is an immunity developed by person on exposure to pathogen. It represents third line body defense and it is more effective towards a particular pathogen. As the name implies that acquired immunodeficiency syndrome is multiple diseases where almost all vital organs they will not perform the functions properly. It is due to absence of acquired immunity. And the main causative organism responsible for this disease is HIV, human immunodeficiency virus. It is also known as retrovirus. Now, why it is called as retrovirus, you will come to know afterwards. At present, this HIV, it was invented in 1981. Don't know from where it has come, but through monkeys population, it is started transmitting in the human population. This is what the hypothesis was. Now, this HIV is transmitted by 4 ways. Very important mode of transmission is the person is already infected and the partner who is having physical contact with that infected person. So, sexual contact with that infected person is causing more HIV positive condition. Second mode is if the infected blood is transfused to a healthy person, the person will get this infection. Third, if mother is infected with HIV, then if she is pregnant, through placental circulation, HIV transferred to the developing fetus. Fourth way, unsterilized needles, syringes, many medical devices, if they are not sterilized properly and if they are used to the person who is already infected by HIV and the same device, same components are used for the healthy person, then the mode of infection will be rapid. These are common 4 ways, but the analysis says that maximum HIV transmission is through sexual contact. So, it comes under sexually transmitted diseases. We have already learned in reproductive health. How this HIV enters the human body and it starts multiplying. Before that, always remember that all human viral infections are intracellular. Human virus is RNA virus. It comes in contact with the human cell, injects the RNA molecule, and this RNA molecule accepts our cell as messenger RNA. Allow our own ribosome to decode it, but actual message is of virus. And our own amino acids we use according to the direction of viral RNA attached to the ribosome to polymerize amino acids into protein, and all those proteins are infectious. And as the infectious proteins prion starts increasing, human DNA undergo mutation and it starts producing similar copies like viral RNA. Thus, the DNA is undergoing mutation. Lot of RNA production is going on which is not necessary for the cell to continue the metabolism. Like this, one by one the cell gets infected. This is the scenario of viral multiplication in the human cell. Now here you might have heard macrophage. These are available at the cellular level or tissue level. When the first line of body defense, surface barriers, that is physical and physiological barriers, fail to control invasion of pathogen, straightway pathogen enters the human body. And here macrophages or microphages, they try to recognize the pathogen and they destroy that pathogen by phagocytosis. But here, as soon as the HIV enters, crosses surface barriers, this HIV is having a spherical structure, shape. It has CD4 proteins on the surfaces. That protein coat of HIV is capsid. It enclosing viral RNA molecule. Now when it comes in contact with the macrophage, it is known for phagocytosis, but because of this CD4 protein, macrophage unable to identify this HIV. So slowly it will come and adsorb to the host cell. Now this host cell is nothing but macrophage. So these CD4 proteins, which appear like a spikes on the surface, they comes in contact with the cell membrane and allow the penetration of RNA molecules. So this is the viral RNA entered in the host cell of you. So host cell is of human cell and this viral RNA is RNA of HIV. So once this RNA molecule enters, there is a mechanism called reverse transcription. Now actual natural transcription is DNA produce RNA and that RNA work like a messenger RNA which will help in translation to synthesize protein. Now this is reverse transcription, means using RNA the DNA is produced. So there is an enzyme called reverse transcriptase. So when virus is penetrating viral RNA, the molecule reverse transcriptase get activated, work like an enzyme, allow the mechanism of reverse transcription. So viral RNA act as a template to synthesize viral DNA. Now this viral DNA is complementary to viral RNA, so it is abbreviated as cDNA. This cDNA is having the nucleotide sequences which are complementary to this viral RNA, enters the nucleus of the host cell, gets incorporated with the human genome. Already you know what genome is. These are the DNA which I have shown in green color. They are linked with this complementary DNA. As complementary DNA attached to one of the human DNA, it starts undergoing replication, producing many more copies. And these replicated DNA molecules undergoing transcription to produce proteins as well as RNA molecules. So the protein forms the covering and it encloses RNA molecule produced here. Thus, several RNA copies are ready which are of viral type. They destroy the host cell and they get released and they become more infectious to repeat the cycle. Thus, they infect the macrophage. Then these copies start infecting the T lymphocytes. T lymphocytes once gets infected, they are unable to produce the clones as helpers, killers. So there is no message about HIV is towards the B lymphocytes. So B lymphocytes are unaware of presence of HIV. Thus, all T lymphocytes one by one they get infected, and in this infection multiple copies of HIV are released and there is no antibody production. As there are no antibody production, no T lymphocytes are available to recognize the invading antigen. So slowly the immune power of the body will collapse. So there are so many enemies like virus, bacteria. They are continuously entering in the body through various passages or contaminated food and water. And these pathogens in multiple orders, they start multiplying because no one is there to recognize them. So there is no production of acquired immunity and thus vital organs gets infected. When this condition is created, that we call AIDS, right? Entry of HIV and showing the symptoms of AIDS. it will have a long period. It is called incubation period. So it may take 6 to 7 years, or sometimes if the immunity is very less, even within few months the symptoms are appearing on the person. The main symptom in AIDS patient is rashes on the skin, impaired vision, tremendous weight loss, loss of appetite. Okay, sometimes there is a continuous nausea and vomiting. So slowly it leads to death of a person. This is the multiplication of HIV in human body. This diagram carries 5 marks weightage. Mode of transmission carry 2 marks weightage. Why it is called retrovirus? You should know the reason, because viral RNA allow reverse transcription to produce complementary DNA in the host cell. Okay, with this I'll conclude today's session. Thank you very much.